In the ever-changing world of weather, accuracy is everything. Max Defender 8 is the most accurate weather radar in Florida, so you'll know exactly when severe weather is heading your way. Max Defender 8, only on News Channel 8, on your side. Live, this is News Channel 8 at 11, on your side.
The political universe has shifted. One day after President Biden's exit from the presidential contest, Vice President Kamala Harris takes her place as the front runner for the nomination. Good evening, I'm Keith Cate.
I'm Jennifer Lee. Thank you for joining us. President Biden, as well as several top Democrats, have publicly thrown their support behind Vice President Kamala Harris.
And she is off to a strong start, her campaign raising a record-setting $81 million in its first 24 hours. And this breaking news tonight, according to an Associated Press survey, Vice President Harris has now secured the support of enough Democratic delegates to become her party's nominee against Donald Trump.
Meantime, Republicans are calling for President Joe Biden to step down entirely. On X, Florida Senator Rick Scott wrote, "If Joe Biden can't run for re-election, he is not capable of serving as president for the next 6 months and needs to resign now." Today, Democrats fired back, saying Republicans should take a hard look at the qualifications of their own candidate to hold office.
This is pathetic of them to even say for that. You know, this is a party that unified behind a convicted felon, 34 counts, was found responsible for raping a woman.
Today, many Florida Democrats pledged their support to Vice President Kamala Harris, but party delegates will ultimately make the final decision at their political convention next month. Tonight, we asked local Democrats about what they want to see from the party moving forward. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers joins us live in Tampa. And Nicole, I have to imagine they're all in for Kamala Harris, or are there those that are pushing for another alternative candidate?
Jenna, they are definitely all in for Kamala Harris. While some are just really excited to see a woman of color take that spotlight, others are just finally ready to have that Biden's age and mental state out of the question. But keep in mind, that final say-so will be up to the delegates. For now, live in Tampa, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Nicole. And with the political shakeup on the Democratic side, some are wondering if it could affect Florida's ballot. It won't. As long as the nominee is chosen at the Democratic National Convention ending on August 22nd, there will be plenty of time to get the nominee on the Florida ballot. Ballots are not printed until after the statewide primary on August 20th.
Well, the good news is, although it's a short timetable from the campaigning standpoint, from the election administration standpoint, there's plenty of time as far as ballot preparation.
Today was the deadline to register to vote in the August 20th primary election. Early voting begins on August 10th.
The head of the Secret Service faced an absolute grilling on Capitol Hill today as members of the House Oversight Committee demanded answers about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Director Kimberly Cheadle took responsibility for what she called security failures that day. She also praised the actions of the agents who immediately reacted to the shooting, but frustrated lawmakers were visibly and vocally angry when Cheadle repeatedly refused to give details about the fire from. Committee members from both parties called for her to resign.
Time now to get your first check on the weather with our chief meteorologist, Jeff Baradelli.
It's been a rainy one out there this evening.
I think it's going to be rainier probably tomorrow evening and maybe even stormier than that as we head into Wednesday. So we're really getting into at least a few days of some elevated rain chances across the Bay Area. And we had a bunch of storms. Very tumultuous skies, a lot more bark than bite once these storms got close to the coast. But you'll see that this right here is a tropical wave, the leading edge of very tropical air. But notice as the storms made their way across Tampa Bay, they weakened, although some of us had some heavy downpours during the day today and plenty of lightning out there too. Temperature is 81 in Tampa, so it's cooled down a bit. It's a pretty typical night out there. Feels like temperatures all night in Tampa at least will be in the mid 80s. And then, of course, they'll shoot back up past that 100-degree mark tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of tomorrow afternoon, we're going to see very high rain chances once again. Like we talked about, a tropical wave made its way through earlier. Now we're going to have all this tropical moisture sitting right on top of us. Once the sun begins to heat the atmosphere, we're going to see scattered to eventually widespread showers and thunderstorms focused along the coast tomorrow afternoon and evening. And I think, again, as we head into Wednesday, storm chances go even higher than that. I'll be back with that forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Florida homeowners are still getting hammered by rising insurance rates as some people are getting their policies dropped altogether. News Channel 8's Lenny Supal joining us live in Tampa with more on this. Lenny, you've actually found some people who are facing what you might call a double whammy.
As you can imagine, it has been very painful for so many homeowners. They were hoping to get help from the state to lower their insurance rate. But then one woman, she got this letter, and now she's worried her premium could be going in the wrong direction. As it stands right now, Citizens is expected to cool off on dropping policies as we get into the peak of hurricane season, but they're expected to pick up once again by the end of the year. Reporting live in Tampa, Lenny Supal, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Lenny. Thousands of travelers remain stuck at airports tonight as Friday's global IT outage continues to impact airlines. Take a look at this. It's what baggage claim looked like earlier today at Tampa International Airport. That's the scene you don't want to see. 80% of the canceled flights this morning were Delta flights. The airline is under scrutiny for canceling the most flights over the weekend. And Delta canceled at least 700 more today. The airline took to social media saying they will reimburse some expenses for those affected.
Opening statements begin tomorrow in the murder trial of Ashley Benefield. She is the mother and the former ballerina accused of shooting and killing her husband, her estranged husband, in 2020. Benefield claimed that she shot her husband, Doug Benefield, because he was attacking her. However, authorities say they found no evidence that she acted in self-defense. At the time of the shooting, the couple was in the middle of a custody battle involving their 2-year-old daughter. Today, we heard from friends and loved ones on both sides.
Really are standing for Ashley. We have a group of domestic violence survivors that are standing with us, and we really just want to see justice prevail.
She went to great lengths to lie. She's lied in every case she's been in to date, starting in South Carolina all the way through the latest allegations here in Manatee County.
If found guilty, Benefield could face anywhere from 25 years to life in prison.
Still to come, it's an elaborate scheme that got our attention.
Residents reaching out to Shannon Binkett about altered checks and stolen money. Coming up next, there are brand new charges in the case. We'll have details.
Also ahead, he's on a mission to save lives. We'll introduce you to a man who wants to make sure even the smallest patients get the transplants they need.
You're watching News Channel 8 at 11, Tampa Bay's most watched 11 p.m. newscast.
Have you been in an auto accident? You need help fast. Call 1-800-ASK-GARY, even from the scene. Your free 24/7 auto accident helpline.
In the ever-changing world of weather, accuracy is everything. Max Defender 8 is Tampa Bay's most trusted and accurate weather radar. With its advanced military-grade technology, Max Defender 8 can see storms other radars can't. So you'll know exactly when and where severe weather will impact your community. At News Channel 8, your safety is our priority. Count on Max Defender 8, the most accurate weather radar in Florida. Only on News Channel 8, on your side.
Thursday, a News Nation special report. The plot to kill Trump. Reliving the moment of crisis as it unfolded on air. News Nation's Brian Enton shares the latest on the investigation. Where did security go wrong? New interviews and exclusive details. Thursday at 10/9 Central, only on News Nation. News Nation, America's fastest growing cable news network, is now in more homes than CNN and MSNBC. Looking for a news network that respects all Americans? You have a new home. News Nation is news for all America.
Cheated, lied to, or tricked? She's tackling every opportunity to make something that went wrong right. Better Call Bacon is on your side.
The central character in a Better Call Bacon investigation into a multi-county check cooking scheme was arrested again over the weekend.
Keely Jaden Watkins is facing new felony charges. 8 on your side consumer investigator Shannon Bacon has the update.
The new charges center around a check from a Tampa woman who was just trying to pay a bill.
A man on a nationwide journey to raise awareness for life-saving kidney donations for children is making a stop in Tampa. He's visiting dozens of cities, including one today at Tampa General Hospital. Brian Martindale is with the organization Kidneys for Kids. He donated his own kidney and saved a young girl's life. And this summer he is traveling to about 10,000 miles all in all to 23 different cities to highlight kids like 5-year-old Jaisa. And he's a patient at the Muma Children's Hospital at TGH who desperately need a kidney.
Your kidney can save Josiah's life in the end. And you can live a long, fulfilling life like I do with one kidney.
We have been waiting. We've been waiting to find that perfect match for Josiah. And every day we hope that somebody will donate.
And if you would like to see if you're a match for someone like Josiah, we have put more information on our website, WFLA.com.
Well, I can see off screen here what you've got coming, and wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a show out there, a light show.
Yes, I want to show you this crazy image, and we got some great photos tonight. So why don't we?
Is this legit, by the way?
Well, it's legit, but it's a stacked photo.
Yeah,
and
it's
kind
time
of
lapse.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a long exposure, and then you stack all the lightning bolts on top. Otherwise, we're talking Armageddon, right? I mean, if this is happening all at the same time, we're in big trouble. All right. So this is from Sasha Lyon in St. Petersburg. Thank you, Sasha, for that beautiful picture. This next one is from James in New Tampa. I think it's brightened up just a bit, but still a beautiful rainbow in the distance you can see. And you can't see, well, you can kind of see it if you look closely enough. This is a double rainbow from Christian. Thank you so much for those pictures. Temperature right now in Tampa is 80 degrees outside. This is about normal for this time of year, this time of night. Not much on the radar, still a little bit of light rain around Sarasota. And we might actually have a couple of showers right along the immediate coast tomorrow morning. Now, earlier tonight, the reason why we had that surge of moisture from the southeast is very weak tropical wave. And the reason why I can see it, and you can see it too, is take a look at how the winds just switch right there. That's the tropical wave kind of opening the door to lots of tropical moisture. And that's going to be on top of us tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday afternoon. And then drier air is going to punch in and thin the moisture out by the end of the week and into the weekend too. So rain chances going back to normal by then. But until then, storm chances really high, 70% tomorrow and then 80% on Wednesday. So here's the hour by hour tomorrow. Again, it could be a shower or two in the morning along the coast. But during the afternoon, the scattered showers and thunderstorms become more widespread just in time for the evening commute. So actually, the first half of the day is pretty dry. But then the storms roll in and they roll across most of the Bay Area. That's tomorrow. Now, as we head into Wednesday, similar story. I think it is dry the first half of the day, and it'll probably heat up even more because of it. And then a bunch of showers will move in from the southeast, and everything collides along the west coast right there. Pretty big line of storms moves offshore during the early evening hours. So it's late afternoon, early evening. That's the timing. And the places that get hit hardest in and around the metro parts of Tampa Bay, so St. Petersburg, Tampa, Clearwater, some places picking up in the red and even in that, kind of yellow orangish. It's 3 to 4 inches. Some places could pick that up over the course of 2 days. And again, it's mainly late afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures next couple of days, the normal high is 91, will be 92, 93, 94. So running basically the way we've been running all summer, which is a couple of degrees above normal. It has been a very hot summer so far. And rain chances running above normal, 70% Tuesday, 80% Wednesday. But then that drier air sneaks in, and we're not going to get dry by any means. Rain chances going back to where they should be, which is right around that 50% mark by Friday and also into Saturday. Now, in the tropics, it is quiet in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Caribbean, and all the way out into the deep tropical Atlantic. Now, this is a good thing. We have lots of Saharan dust, which is helping us out. That'll be the case for the next week or two. One of the bad things about it is that because there's no storms out there, it can't zap any of the energy in the ocean, and the ocean just keeps getting warmer and warmer. And right now, ocean temperatures are at or just below last year's levels, which is basically at record levels. But the ocean heat content is off the charts. It's at historic, never seen before levels, which means there's a lot going to kick in. Well, right now, and the reason why we have no activity out there, and we've known for weeks we weren't going to have any activity, we've been telling you about it right here, is because we have large-scale sinking across the Atlantic Ocean. But there is a lot of rising air right now across Asia and across Australia. This is going to gradually make its way across the Pacific Ocean, and it will be here starting the first week of August. That'll moisten up the atmosphere just a bit. And by about the second week of August, that's when we're likely to start seeing those tropical waves and maybe even tropical systems once again. So it's quiet through the end of this month, and then we start to see a lot more activity probably by maybe as early, but more so mid-August. All right, so here's a look at your 8-day forecast now. Storm chances 70 to 80% next couple of days, and then back to normal weather around here as we round out the week and head into the weekend. That's your weather forecast.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Coming up next in sports, the entire Bucs team will be checked in at training camp by this time tomorrow night.
Quarterback Baker Mayfield talks about expectations when we come back.
When you see news happening, report it at WFLA.com.
Cheers to the morning and starting it off right with the best local news coverage. a forecast to plan your day around, and traffic reports to beat the morning rush. Wake up with News Channel 8 today, weekday mornings.
Keeping you safe, the Max Defender 8 weather team on News Channel 8.
Quarterback Baker Mayfield has taken his place among the Ray J murals for this season. A crew member since 2023, and in 2024, it is clearly his team. Yeah, so that's his stance. And if you followed this, it goes much deeper than what he thinks.
And so the SEC might be interested. Nah. We're not.
If you're in the SEC or the Big Ten right now, you cannot say we're interested in FSU. No, you'll be hauled in court.
Even if you are.
Quicker than you could finish the sentence.
Thank you, Dan.
We'll be right back.
After the storm passes, take pictures of all evident damage and try to prevent any damages from getting worse. Do not make any repairs yourself. Use a known licensed contractor.
This News Channel 8 hurricane tip is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration.
In the ever-changing world of weather, accuracy is everything. Max Defender 8 is the most accurate weather radar in Florida, so you'll know exactly when severe weather is heading your way. Max Defender 8, only on News Channel 8, on your side.
All right, tomorrow morning, 78 degrees, typical, lots of sunshine. Could be a coastal shower, but tomorrow afternoon, showers and storms. We'll start seeing a few showers around 2, but I think we're going to see a lot of them right around the evening commute. Rain chances really high right around that time, about a 3-hour window. So.
And even a chance of lightning.
There will be some lightning.
Lots of lightning. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Jimmy Fallon up next.
We'll see you back here tomorrow from News Channel 8, 8/11. Good night.
Good night, Gracie.